Hello everybody, welcome. I got news to share, unfortunate news to share about this race that was supposed to be on this date in the description, in the title. I thought about this when I went to bed that night too. I don't know what made me just think of it laying in bed. And I didn't play anything last night either, so it's been 2 days since the race took place. So this is my pain. So on here, I never enabled auto start when I did it. So if you don't enable this when you set up the stream ahead of time, which this was like a scheduled stream. So when you schedule it ahead of time, you don't have to enable the auto start thing. But then once I hit record on OBS, when that's not enabled, I have to hit where it says go live here. I forgot to do that. I thought about that when I saw that it still said upcoming on here the next day. If I enabled auto start, if I hit start recording on OBS, it would have automatically, even though I selected the stream that I scheduled on there, it wasn't the enable auto start was not selected. So yeah. And what are the chances that my memory was full on the drive that I was recording to, so it never actually recorded the backup either? So I don't have the backup recording. I never saved the replay, and never enabled auto start, and never hit go live. So everything went wrong. So I'm just here to record the results so you have the race there, but unfortunately I have an idea. I can record some of the broadcast, I guess. I'll highlight the broadcast, the TV coverage from VBR Racing. I can do that a little bit, but actually I'll do that before I show the results. It's a great idea. But yeah, unfortunately the race did not record. So yeah, I had a yeah.
You didn't answer my fucking phone call.
I didn't know.
I was gonna stop and get coffee.
No.
But you didn't answer my phone call.
Okay. I didn't.
Talking to the boys?
No, I'm streaming something.
Okay.
So yeah, unfortunately I did not get to record that. So I'm pretty mad about that. So here we are. I will bring up the broadcast real quick, so hold on 1 second.
By the way, everyone loves my dress that you hate.
Okay.
Despite coming off this win going into the bye week.
Yeah, should be a
Oh, I forgot
quick
he did
race
our
start.
interviews
It's
beforehand
always been a
too.
decent track for me. Not sure how it's going to be with the ARCA car, so get out here shortly and run some practice laps and see how things may go.
We know one thing, it's going to be a tough track no matter what you're in.
Yeah, that's for sure. A few weeks ago we had a race for
Remember, he
Cup
took our interviews
and
from the
Xfinity.
the last
Mixed
race
reviews
2
for
weeks ago
both, but
because he
either way,
didn't
you have
broadcast
to
live,
race the
so he didn't have
racetrack
our
and
post-race interview. So
not
he
try
did
and race others.
the
'Cause
top 3
if
this
you
week
overstep it,
and
then you can
ended
either
up
be in the
getting me
wall,
just
or
after
in
Pat.
my
'Cause I
case, I
remember
was
Pat got in
flipping
the waiting
on the
room just
last
after
lap,
me.
back at O'Reilly race on the last lap. So, I mean, anything can happen. So, hopefully, we have a good race tonight.
Indeed, there. Well, Well, we know tonight's gonna come about one thing: tires.
Yeah, tires are going to be very very important. Yeah, we'll just take it easy here on the first few laps and see how things may go. Not sure with the horsepower, um, if it's going to wear quickly or not, but just like track to 83 degrees right now, so we'll see how things work. It may, I'm sure after a while, the rear may start slide a little bit, but they just take it easy on the throttle and keep on the track.
Indeed, there. Well, Pat, if it comes down to it, what's gonna be one of your strategies tonight? Because we know we've seen it done before, where every yellow we see people going in. Are you gonna try to be on it, or are you gonna try to just go off how your tires feel?
Just I think it just depends on where the tires are at, how far we are in the run is, depending on if, when the cautions may fall, don't want to burn a set too early. So, just gotta see how the car is feeling, and if the caution comes out, then, assess it from there and, you know, take it easy.
Indeed, there, Pat. Anyway, gonna give me a shout outs, man.
Yeah, shout out to Be Broadcasting Force. Big shout out to John Striker, kept putting this deal on, and thanks to all the drivers for showing up, and um, even from our last race, congrats to Waker, and I believe Wesley was on the podium as well for that race. So, looking forward to tonight, and thanks everybody for joining.
Indeed, there. Well, Pat. Congratulations on your first place finish last week. Good luck tonight. Hopefully, we talk to you again in a couple hours.
Yep, sounds good. Take it easy. Enjoy the show.
And here he is, race fans. Last week's runner-up, Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker, Michael and the boys in the booth. Got a copy? Kevin Winker, Michael and the boys in the booth. Got a copy? Kevin Winker, last week's runner-up. Here he is, race fans. Last week's third place finisher will be, and he is, Mr. Wesley Strait. Wesley Strait, Michael and the boys in the booth. Got a copy?
Yep.
Well, Wesley, so I'm getting this done late. You were runner-up last week before going into the bye week. What were you using off that top 3 podium finish are you going to use for momentum tonight to try to make that 2 spots better?
Well, I like Darlington a lot, and hopefully I want to come down to fuel because that was big. I had to do a lot of fuel saving at the end. I was like 3 laps short, so I had to fall off like the whole entire last run. I realized that I wasn't gonna make it on fuel because I pitted before everybody else, so I knew I wasn't gonna have a chance to win. Basically, I was just had to sit there and watch Pat drive away and all that. I couldn't do anything, and I still ran out of fuel coming out of 4. So, I did everything I could to finish where I did. I just had to do a lot of saving, and I had to give up a lot of time. But I was able to hold on to 3rd still, so at least I held on to a podium finish.
Indeed, they held under the podium, still brought it home, and still made it where we were able to get everything done. Sorry about getting this done tonight. Like, as I mentioned in the chat, if you did read all that, I had a massive migraine. But you guys still put on a heck of a good show.
Yeah, it was a fun race. I don't even remember where were we? Michigan?
Michigan last week.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago, I
2 weeks
say.
ago. Yeah, it was a fun track. I had a great car for I was me and Pat were battling the first run, but something I don't remember how I ended up having to pit earlier, or I thought I can make it the rest of the way and I pitted earlier. I don't know if I could have went any further or not. I don't remember how it all came about, but all I know is I pitted like 3 laps earlier or 2 or 3 laps earlier, and then when Pat was saying he might not make it, I'm like, oh God, I'm really in trouble here because I pitted like earlier than both of them did. So, but it is what it is. I love Darlington, so if it doesn't come down to fuel, I hope to be up there battling for the win here tonight.
There's a chance, but we do know it's coming down to one thing tonight. Ties. And who has the most.
Tires, yeah. Yeah, hopefully we can save tires good enough as well as stay fast at the same time. I know this track is a little tricky with that at times, especially the way turn 2 can be. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess.
They don't call it the track Too Tough to Tame for a reason.
Yeah. Got that right.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, Wes. We got some stuff to do in here before we go green. Anyway, give me your shout-outs real quick before I send you on your way.
Shout out to CHOPSHOP and you for broadcasting, and my wife and Storm Racing and everybody that puts this show on. And we get to do it all over again tonight. So hope you enjoy tonight's race.
Well, I will.
And I hope I will too. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be coming out the other side happy as well. We'll see.
We'll find out together, Wes. Anyway, Wesley,
yeah.
Congratulations on your 3rd place finish last week.
Thank you.
And that is your top 3 from last race. Jason Day. Going to lead him to the checkered flag of practice. He is fastest. Pat Green, Clint Hackett, top 3 in practice. Todd Winker, Brad Dove, Jerry Culver. Robert Church. Greg Whitehead. Mood. In the number 3. Wesley. In the number 8. And now, your starting grid, presented by W Energy. On the pole, in the number 90 will be Pat Green, and to his outside, in the number 89 will be his teammate of Wesley Strait. Row number 2, in the 28, Clint Hackett. And to his outside, in the 2 will be Jason Day. Row number 3, in the number 9, Kevin Winker, and to his outside, Mr. Robert Church in the 5. Row number 4, in the number 3, Greg Whitehead. And who's outside? The 25 of Brad Dove. Row number 5, in the number 27 will be Jason Treisman. And the A Soda, and who's outside? Larry Breger. And rounding out the field, and the number 11, Mr. Michael Strickland. That is your starting grid for tonight's race. Let's go racing. The grid's been announced. The cards have been fired. Lights are off on the pace car. They're ready. They're ready to roll off and do battle for 100 laps. As I say they're ready to roll off, they are rolling off. Pat Green, Wesley Strait. You guys might see the cars go white for just one quick moment. I'm ready, you're ready. They're rumbling down the Boeing backstretch. The backstretch at Darlington, sponsored by Boeing Airlines, Boeing Aircraft. As they're going into the tight 3 and 4 pace car, the left hand turned onto pit lane as it is time, race fans, for that loud pedal to go onto the floor because it is showtime! Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go! We're underway! Darlington is green, green, green. Pat Green out to an early jump here. But remember, this race will not be won on the first lap. This race will be won by lap 100. We gotta manage tires, do what we gotta do. Do what you gotta do to stay up front by managing your tires, managing your race pace. Wesley Strait falls into tow right behind him. Clint Hackett, Jason Day. It looks like this whole field now is single filed out quickly. And I don't blame him. This is a long race. Lap 2 on the board this time by. Pat Green still up front. Let's go on board Pat Green. This is what we were talking about, how difficult this track can be. You see that white dotted line? That is the difference between the apron and the racing surface. The plus side of that racing line, where they are now, is the racing surface. The bottom half is the apron. You don't want to be below that white dotted line. See what it looks like from Jason Day. Just watch wheel movement so you can kind of see this track, how the track drives. From a different angle. Camera angle. The hood cam. Well, one more Clint Hackett. We'll go on forward with our driver cams as well. Sorry guys, if you do hear the random claps under the background, it is because it is a storming in this area. Means I'm pulling double duty. Race broadcaster and storm chaser. What fun. Oh, we got problems with Greg Whitehead. He's in the pits. Let's see what happened. Here's what happened to Greg Whitehead. Oh, looks like something happened to his engine. As he blew his engine. Robert Church, a man we talk about a lot. He gets a lot of TV time. Robert Church in the 5. He is +2 spots since the start. Robert Church, I have heard that he has the biggest. I'm glad I only race Tuesdays and Saturdays with these guys and broadcast on Wednesday. Larry Berger will resume 9th place. Jason Day in that 3-car mix now up front for the lead. And only 15 laps into this thing. These guys know how to race hard, too. I was running with these guys last night. In New Hampshire, I only made lap 18 of 200. These guys did 200 laps last night, some of them, and now they're doing another 100 laps tonight. I'm glad I only race Tuesday and Saturdays with these guys and broadcast on Wednesdays. Well, guys, I just now thought I almost lost you guys for a second. My power flickered for a split second. At least my light in my room, in the studio, the VBR studio flickered. So I'm telling you guys this now. If I drop off suddenly, or if I suddenly just go quiet and not come back for a while, it's either I lost power, or I had to evacuate the studio. But if we lose power, I'll try to get this thing back up as quickly as possible. 18 of 100 complete this time by Wesley, Strait, Jason Day, Pat Green. Say these guys are racing hard, they're racing clean, they're having fun. I'm gonna see one of them at the start-finish line. Two 20 laps of 100 complete this time by Strait, Day, Green, Winker, Hackett, Church, Dove, Treishman, Greger, Culver, and Strickland. Unfortunately for Greg Whitehead, he is done. Michael Strickland in the pits. Says, I gotta step away for a quick second. I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy listening to the best engines of the best sounds of motorsports.
So as you see, I was leading a while in the beginning and my tires fell off. I fell pretty far off before the pits, but then after pitting, pitting was where it all turned for the worse. So for me, at least.
Yes, I'm back. I had to go talk to the producers for just a moment. Yes,
Yeah,
I am the producer, but I also have my own
good portion
producers
until
that
about
I
lap 40ish
tell
is
what
when I
graphics to
really
do.
started falling off pretty bad. I didn't even feel like I was burning the tires that much. I still thought I was doing okay, but I don't know. I have yet to figure out tires on any of these cars since they did the update. When
Wesley
they did that
Strait now, the
update
new
in the
race
middle
leader.
of the
Pat
stretch
Green,
when I
Jason
went
Day.
6 months
As you
without
can tell, these guys
racing. They did this
are
tire
front runners
update,
this
and I
week,
have yet to
but
figure it
anybody
out.
can still win this thing.
I've yet to. I used to be one of the better ones at saving tires, and now I'm like one of the worst. I don't understand it. I have yet to figure that out still in any car.
Clint Hackett.
It was Xfinity. I did
And the
terrible.
number 28,
Dover.
Evelyn Ford.
I burned them down to getting the
Wesley
meatball
Strait.
because I had to replace them.
In the
Like
89
15
Ford
laps
Mustang.
before Pat had to pit and stuff. Like, that's ridiculous. I burned the right
Jason
front down
Day,
to 0.
52.
15 laps
Hitachi.
ahead of
Lone
time of
Canadian
Pat
in the field.
having to pit, and his wasn't even down that low. So
Pat Green.
I never understood that. I don't. And then I thought the
Michigan's
ARCA car
race
would be a little
winner.
better. The trucks,
We got
for some
Brad
reason I'm
Dove.
I got way worse at saving
I
tires,
think
and I
that's
don't know
special
why.
sound for Dove.
I don't know. But I was leading by almost a couple seconds for a while, and then Pat started reeling me in here shortly.
Never mind, we don't.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Robert
so
Church.
that's how that went.
Jason Schreisman. Sorry if I'm
a
pronouncing
little bit more. Both Pat and Jason Day came through past me together, basically. They just both pulled away, and they were both fighting for the lead the whole time, stayed on the same equal tires as mine just fell off so much. I don't know, man. I gotta like relearn my whole driving style, and I have yet to figure that out since I came back to iRacing. Yet to figure it out. I don't know how long before.
Wesley Strait, Pat Green, Jason Day.
I don't know how long into
I'm
my
enjoying
6
this
months
race.
off when they did this,
Field
where everybody
spread out
was
all
able
over the
to
place.
figure it
Drivers
out
are
before
spread
me.
out, field spread out.
While I wasn't, because I went the 6 months without iRacing, so I'm wondering
Now, what
like
will be interesting is if we get a caution,
how
because
soon
there's only 2 tire
did they
changes allowed.
make that change
We got
and
3
how
sets of
long did
tires
everybody
tonight,
have
2 behind the wall,
to figure
then the
out how to
initial
deal
set.
with it. Either way, they figured out how to deal with it better than
Jason
I
Day
did.
falls
Faster than
to
I did,
fourth
because I
place,
still
just
can't
behind
figure it
Clint
out. I
Hackett.
still haven't dealt with it yet. As you see, it was almost 2.5 seconds.
I guess it looks like we
Pat
got a lot
started
of
to reel me
saving
in,
going
now it's
on
almost
here.
down to 2. This is when he started reeling me back in and able to take the lead here shortly. And it was coming quick too. Like, you scroll out another minute, gained 0.3 on me. Another minute, down to under a second. It just. That's Jason. Oh, that's Hackett. Oh, Day dropped down to
Go
5th.
talk to somebody real quick. Outside of the booth. One of the people that was running up and down the hallway over here. I told you.
It was
Slow
Clint
down,
Hackett,
it's
not
just a
Jason Day.
live area. A live stream going on, live broadcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it. But we got Pat Green now letting Wesley Strait back down now. As we are nearing halfway there.
Like, look how much faster. Like, he's just so much faster. I pulled over.
Being
and let it
halfway
go.
there means there's a lot going on now. Now we got side-by-side battle for the lead yet again. Pat Green reclaims the lead. Wesley Strait to fall into second. Here's Clint Hackett in tow as well now. Lap 44 complete. If I'm not mistaken, these guys can get roughly about, I'd say 50 to 60-ish laps of fuel. That's not a lot, but it's a lot, but it can be in the difference between victory and defeat. Timing that last stop of the stop that we're gonna have. You see, they can do a 2-stopper at 40-40, or you can do a 1-stopper. I'd probably do the 40-40.
As you can see, I'm already almost 3.5 seconds off. It's amazing how fast I fell off. Let's go ahead another 2 minutes, almost 5 seconds. It fell completely off. I'd even let Clint go. But like, it was just, I could not believe how bad it fell off. My right front was on, I think at the end of the run was at 30 something percent. Pat's ended up being 50%. So like 20% more. I'm losing like 20% more on the tires than anybody else. I don't get it. Like, I'm not driving that aggressively. I'm driving the same as I always have. So how did they fuck up the tire thing that much different? Or how do they adjust the tire thing to be that different than what it was? I don't understand it. I'm not driving any different than I ever was.
It's doing everything right now. Clint Hackett, Pat Green. Clint Hackett into second place. Looks like Clint Hackett going to the pits now as well, so we get roughly about 55 laps of
Clint
field.
pitted, but then me and Pat stayed out a little longer, but you know what, I'm 8.2 seconds off.
And helps them too when they're not near the flag stand, as well as their spot
how much it fell off like that.
But when they're 1 to go, 2 green, that light's off. And as soon as they take that green flag, they press the green button, they wave that green flag, we go racing. And that's why you see those lights on the side like that. It's a visual for the drivers. The wheeling warning light, the wheeling caution light, the wheeling advisory light, whatever you want to call it. Kevin Winker, Wesley Strait, Pat Green, last week's top 3 all do green out again for another.
And that's where everything fell apart. You'll see why. You know, it's bad when I pitted a lap before Pat
Green out to the pits.
And when Pat pulls in the pits, you still see me there. So.
Pat Green's going to be in and out. Wesley Strait's in the pits as well. Kevin Winker, the race leader. Clint Hackett, Brad Dove, Robert Church. Jerry Culver in the pits. Kevin Winker might be in trouble. Comes Clint Hackett.
Yes,
Kevin Winker to the lead. Clint Hackett.
If you were wondering,
Pat Green, Brad
it was
Dove,
a speeding on pit road, 42nd hold.
Jason Treisman.
As you see, I'm still on pit road.
And Wesley Strait coming out of the pits now. Looked like he might have had an issue.
It wasn't even speeding on the pit road. It was halfway down pit road. I blipped it into 47 miles an hour, and it gave me the speeding because I was 2 miles an hour over in the red. just long enough to where it gave me the penalty, but it wasn't that long. It was just like a second, maybe not even a full second in the 47 miles an hour, but still just enough to, you know,
which means
get the speeding penalty
Pat
and get the black flag. So
he unlaps himself. Pat Green to third, Kevin Wicker, Clint Hackett top 3. Pat Green yet to pit. Brad Dove going around him, getting his lap back.
Did he just say Pat Green yet to pit? I think he did. But yeah, as you see, I'm 2 laps
it's
down.
Still possible out there. Here comes Pat. Here comes Kevin Wicker to the pits now. Clint Hackett will become the race leader.
And basically, that's
enjoy the sounds of
my race.
iRacing.
We can
Clint Hackett, Brad Dove, Kevin Wicker.
skip ahead here a little bit.
Look at him.
This is where Pat ended up taking the lead with under 21 to
Robert
go.
Church.
No, Pat already took the lead. He's not even on it to see it.
Robert Church a lap down. Pat Green, Clint Hackett, Brad Dove, Kevin Wicker. All top 4 on the lead lap.
With Winker
Pat
pitting, I ended up getting one lap.
Gets to Clint Hackett, 19 laps to go. Let's see if Clint Hackett here can try to get another run going and try to make a run for the lead here in the late stages of the race. Laps to go. Pat Green, Clint Hackett. One out still. As it stands right now, Pat Green. Hackett, Kevin Winker, top 3.
That was the finish.
2 more. A lap and a half for flag in the air. This is crazy. White flag in the air. 2 more. A lap and a half for Pat Green.
You just have white flag in the air. A
Pat
lap and a
Green.
half for Pat
He's
Green.
gonna come out of 4 for the final time. Pat Green. Your race winner yet again. Back-to-back race wins for Pat Green.
Just listen to the interviews.
Let's walk me through what's going through your mind right now as you go back-to-back wins. Talk to you.
Yeah, it seemed like it was 5.
Let's go talk to him. Pat Green, Michael in the booth. Feels like I just talked to you.
Yeah, it seemed like it was 5 minutes ago, right?
Yeah, it does. Tell me, walk me through what's going through your mind right now as you go back-to-back wins and back-to-back races.
Yeah, I was had a pretty good race there. I was had a good run with Wesley and Clint and even Jason Not sure what happened to him, but I was kind of worried there towards the tail end. Clint had a good strategy. He pitted a few laps before I did, so I was trying to catch him, but I was kind of worried I wasn't gonna be able to catch him with the amount of laps that we had, and I know after a certain time frame, the tire wear start to swing to the tight side. um, and then right at as soon as I crossed the finish line there, I was sputtering. So whatever the fuel calculation was, it gave me just enough. As I kept looking down at the fuel counter there, and it was telling me I was short. But thankfully, I had enough to get across the finish line.
Indeed, there. Well, I just want to get your thoughts here real quick. As tonight, you didn't. I noticed you did not do your burnout tonight.
Yeah, yeah, I ran out of gas, so I just had enough to clutch it just to get back to the start finish line. So I have to do the burnout for the next win, whenever that is.
Indeed, there. Well, Pat, gonna give me your shout outs again.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out again to BVR. Thank you for broadcasting for us, and thanks to Striker and John for putting this deal together, and all the drivers that participated tonight. Congrats to Clint and who's finished third? Winker. Yeah, congrats to those guys. Um, shout out to Wesley and had a good run with him, and fortunately he had a penalty on pick room. So, but he had a pretty good pace there, and thanks to everybody for watching us tonight.
Indeed, there. Well, congratulations once again, Pat, going back to back.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Here is, race fans, our bridesmaid today and our runner-up. He is Mr. Clint Hackett. Clint Hackett, Michael
I'll be
Elizabeth,
there.
get a copy.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Want to get your thoughts here as you
Oh
take
man,
care of business, almost getting the race win.
I had a different. I was questionable on my pit strat, and Green took the better strategy out that deal. I think he pitted on a 5 to 7 laps after I did, I believe. So those fresher tires kind of they came to life when they needed to get around me, and he came up to me. Yeah, I could see his relative kind of getting kind of quicker and quicker to me. So went on, and instead of fighting it, wanted to give it to him more or less and race him clean. Instead of I had a feeling that if I tried to stay in front of him, I was just going to wear out too bad, and I wouldn't even be close to him there in the end like I was there. So we just felt like we were better off in second there, riding back there, and we were going to give her the beans there in the last couple of laps, but it just didn't work out. I just wore my stuff down too quick. I think they heated up a little too quick there in the end.
So pretty much did what you had to do and tried to force the mistake. Well, this might be a little bit different post-race interview for you because I'm not the normal voice you're used to hearing.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Well,
it's good to be here, man.
Now I can say you've had both interviews with both of us now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I would say that.
Now I know last night
Definitely.
you went. I know you're probably fatigued right now, going 200 laps last night, then turning around doing another 100 laps tonight.
Yep. It's not too bad. You kind of get used to it over time, but the older you get, the kind of the quicker fatigued you get. So, yeah, I kind of do feel it, that especially after the 200 laps at New Hampshire last night. That was pretty wild there in the end. Was hoping on the top 10 there, but we ended up getting the top 20 out of the deal. But yeah, we'll certainly take this P2, and we ran really good in practice, ran decent qualify, and we just ran good all night. I felt good. I did want to take my time in the first half. Wanted to see how these tires were going to really lay out there on a really long run, because I wasn't able to get that in during practice. I kind of got a short mid run out just to get an idea of what temps we were working at because we had about an 86, 83 track tent tonight. So I just wanted to see how they were gonna, you know, go. So, but yeah, it after the first pit, I felt really good, even though I didn't even check my tires to see the temperatures or percentages or anything until probably lap 86. I kind of spazzed out there for a minute, kind of concentrating on just getting out of pit road and getting back on the lead lap as quick as I could. But yeah, the tires were really good, and so I ventured out to try to push it a little bit harder so I can get the lap back quicker and try to stay ahead a little bit longer. But like I said, we just kind of we worked them a little bit harder in the second half than the first, and I think that's kind of what might have bit us in the butt there in the end. But hey, I'll gladly take P2, especially behind Green. He's usually a really clean driver, respectful around each other, and I like him and good guy. And congrats to Green. Who else? Winker got 3 tonight. That's awesome. So yeah, all in all, caution free. It was an awesome night.
Now, I know me and you have had a few good and bad incidents. If I can recall, back at Talladega a couple years ago on a Saturday night, after, with I think it was 18 to go, after that big one ensued, when your engine blew,
Oh yeah.
and I was crab walking it.
Oh yeah. Some long days there on the super speedways. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Might only get 2
and
people.
last night too. Think about it.
Yep. Yeah, it
Oh.
worked pretty hard to get ready.
But once again, I'm the Pastor Michael Bollinger. Let's take a quick look at our race results. Pat Green, Clint Hackett, Kevin Winker round out your podium. Brad Dove, Robert Church, Wesley Strait, Jason Trishman, Jerry Culver, Larry Berger, Michael Strickland, Jason Day, and Greg Whitehead round out your field. I'm the Pastor Michael Bollinger. Thank you so much to Chop Shop Racing League for bringing us on board for their. He's nowhere to be seen. I'm gonna have to catch up with him next week.
Okay, so he didn't know an interview.
But
so that
once
was
again, I'm the Pastor Michael Bollinger.
that was it. You
Let's
kind of
take a
saw the
quick look
results
at
there,
our race results.
but
Pat Green, Clint Hackett, Kevin Winker round out your podium. Brad Dove, Robert Church, Wesley Strait,
this is it on here.
Jason Trishman, Jerry Culver, Larry Berger, Michael Strickland, Jason Day, and
Led 29
Greg
laps.
Whitehead round out your field.
Just behind Pat's 50 laps
I'm the Pastor
led,
Michael Bollinger. Thank you so much
and
to
Clint
Chop Shop
Hackett's
Racing League
16
for bringing
laps
us on
led,
board for
and
their
Winker with the other
inaugural
5.
season of Chopping Up Podcast ARCA series, powered by VBR Racing. And Chop Shop Racing is presented by Premier Racing Setups, Darlington Sports Podcast, Premier Racing Admin Box, and Chopping Up Media and Podcast. Good.
So there's your results. That was a quick highlight of how the ARCA race went on Wednesday night. I know it's saying live. It's lively recorded on the 6th, but the race was on the 4th. Yeah, so that's that. So just wanted to get some kind of video in for you so you could see, since I was not lucky enough to record the damn race because I'm stupid and I didn't clear the room. And the one time I do that, I really screw up and forget to hit go live over in the thing because I did not enable auto start. So a lot of things went wrong. But oh, what happened here? It was just 3-1. What? Oh, bases loaded hit. Wow. Bryce Harper had a bases loaded, base clearing base hit. Oh no, it's not Harper. Terang. First day of the first day of USA's team World Baseball Classic games. Playing Brazil right now. But yeah, so there's your results, and that's that. So thanks for watching. We'll see you. Let's see, Tuesday. We are off Tuesday for the trucks, I believe, right? Yeah, we got the trucks on Tuesday night. We are off, and then next Wednesday we are at Las Vegas for the ARCA series. Oh, that's right, Saturday. This Saturday we got Martinsville tomorrow night. So, yay. I don't know how far I'll make it in that one. I might give up halfway through. If too many cautions, I'm probably gonna give up halfway through. I don't feel like sitting there doing pace laps all night long. So.